Hamish, 9 years as a Gloucestershire player, plenty more to come no doubt, and now you've been awarded a benefit for 2015. Just looking back at those 9 years, what are your greatest memories, do you think?
Certainly my first season, coming into a group of lads who had come off such a great period in 2006. They were a pretty unstoppable one-day side, some good characters in that side, Martin Ball, Ian Harvey, Mark Hardings and John Lewis, the likes. Loved that year, and basically it set me up for wanting to stay. And then I think we had got to the final of the 2020 in Birmingham. We lost that to Kent, but the occasion itself was outstanding. And then on top of that, to be honest, it's probably the Cheltenham Festivals are always a highlight. Always enjoyed Cheltenham Festival.
It's like batting on the road more often than not, isn't it?
Well, I'm a batter, Jed, aren't I? So no, I do enjoy it there, but it's the atmosphere, it's the crowds. The boys, our record might not be outstanding there, but it doesn't. We've just really enjoyed that those 2 weeks.
What was it in the first place that brought you to Bristol?
Just a conversation really when I was in South Africa with Shane Bond and his manager, and I think Gloucester had shown a little bit of interest, and he had a chat to me about it, and basically from there they said, look, let's see what we can do, and they got in touch with him, and that's how it ended up. And I had a good chat with John Bracewell. He'd obviously been there, so I asked a few questions about the place, and he was only positive about Bristol and Gloucestershire County Cricket Club, and the rest is history.
Thanks to John Bracewell in part, I imagine, and maybe you as well. There's been Gloucestershire and Bristol now seems to be turning into Auckland Central, isn't it? There's a lot of Kiwis playing here now.
There's a few that have come and arrived. A new one just recently, Kieran Noma Barnett. James Fuller's been with us for 3 or 4 years. So and Craig Spenn was here for many a year and performed well. So there has been a bit of a Kiwi connection, and Craig's probably been the most successful out of all of those, and hopefully the guys who have come in now will do the same.
Do you consider yourself now then as a true Bristolian?
Yeah, well, how many years do you have to be here?
About 9.
Is it about 9? Well, then of course, yeah. I love Bristol. It's I always think of it as very fondly. I've got a lot of good memories here. We've made a home here, with my family. So we'll always remember Bristol, and who knows, we might end up staying here. We might not get out.
So benefit, well deserved after the amount of effort, performances you've put in for Gloucestershire over those 9 years. What does it feel like when you're told you win a benefit? What goes through your mind?
At first, obviously I was delighted. I guess it's a sense of achievement to be offered one. I've enjoyed my time at Gloucester, but never expected to be offered one at this stage. But it was great for me to be offered it, and then obviously the hard work that's going to lay ahead, and the year that incorporates a lot of events and things like that. But certainly we want to have a lot of fun. I've got a good committee who are working hard behind the scenes, so I'm looking forward to trying to put on some good events and make the year successful. Particularly
pleasing, given that although you're not an overseas player officially, you obviously are from New Zealand, so to be a Kiwi from abroad and to be given a benefit is even more special, isn't it? It
is. I spent a lot of time obviously in New Zealand playing a lot of cricket, and the back end of my career has been here, and I certainly see Bristol as a home away from home. As I said before, I love the city. The club itself has been great to me. The supporters are always very friendly, and I've tried to be friendly back to them, and it's easy when they are so friendly. So look, it's been a great place to play cricket, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the back end of my career here.
So what events are we going to have in 2015 for the Hamish Marshall benefit year?
Well, there'll be dinners, the usual dinners, golf days. Maybe some games at clubs, local clubs, some 2020 games, taking some of the lads along and trying to sort of entertain some of the local clubs, and some of the club players trying to knock our heads off and hit us out of the park. But that should be a lot of fun. And then there's some events sort of going around. We're floating around, possibly with the Rugby World Cup and the All Blacks being over here, trying to involve something there. Which would be exciting if we can get something up and running. New Zealand cricket are here, and the Ashes are here, so those are the sort of things we're looking to maybe tap into. Rugby and cricket, my 2 favourite sports. Well, golf's starting to push those 2 a little bit, but those are my 2 favourite sports, and so it's nice to have some big competitions in England during that time.
I know we probably can't talk too much about this because it's in the very embryonic stages at the moment, but I know talking to Peter Trigo that a possibility that you're going to combine at least a match of Somerset legends versus Gloucestershire legends, which would be an amazing thing to have somewhere in the West Country, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's an idea that was thrown about with, you know, my chairman sort of mentioned it, Ian Saxelby mentioned it with a few of the committee, and it's something that we want to obviously pursue. It'd be great to have some of those early 2000 players back and before who can come in and have a good day of cricket against the rivals of Somerset, who've got a huge history. So between my committee and Peter's committee, we can hopefully get something up and running and have a dinner afterwards and maybe get a few of them talking. It'd be a good day.
Golf always plays a part in benefit years. Lots of golf days. You say it's become one of your favourite sports. What are you playing off now?
I'm still quite high. I'm playing over 16, so it's not that great. I don't get out much. 2 kids often puts an end to my golf whenever I want. But honestly,
I would have thought that led to more golf.
Well, I wish it did. But playing cricket and being away so much, when you get back, it's family time. But when I can, I love it. Absolutely love it.
So this is the plan. This is one thing we can get people, encourage people in your benefit to come and challenge and beat Hamish Marshall off your 16. See if they can better you.
I don't think that'll be very hard, to be honest, Jed. I very rarely win, so they can challenge me, and they'll probably have me from the first tee.